Are you suffering in silence? I want to take a couple of minutes here and talk about the state of how we are feeling as women. I'm Beverly with Beverly Hills Health and Wellness Coaching. If we haven't met before, I'm a certified health coach and I help women just like you to break through the stigma of menopause and lean into a fabulous, confident, and amazing next level life. So I was looking through my social media, making sure my posts showed up, and I came across a video of a young man. And this was a melanated man. He was probably early 20s or so. And he started off with this really nice videos. And I'm usually, focusing on the message of the young males because this is my space as a mother. And this gentleman was going on in this conversation. And then all of a sudden, he said something to the effect that he wasn't happy. He was putting on a smile and he was just showing up. And all of a sudden, he just burst out in tears. And like as I'm talking about it, I'm starting to feel emotional because this man literally broke down on camera, on social media, to share his soul like he was not happy. He's going through the motion, he's just smiling, but he's not happy. And that made me sad that he doesn't have a community that is aware of the challenges that he's going through and can support him and help him navigate this. As a young man, it's so challenging, especially being melanated. It's even more difficult. You definitely have to have a community to support you. And sometimes your family don't understand. You're navigating this alone. And I had to stop and put a comment in there for this young man because usually I'm not a person that put a lot of comments on random social media posts, but I let him know that I saw him. And as a mother, I feel his pain and his depth of lacking joy, lacking happiness. And if he needed to reach out to me and I can send him to other people that I know who work in that space. But I was thinking about us as women. And I know what I've experienced coaching women on this menopause journey. I know they are suffering in silence. They are throwing their hands up. They don't know what's happening to their bodies. They go to the doctor's office and the doctor's not supporting them because they don't know what's going on half of the time. And for those who are much more aware, they are starting to look into what's happening in the space of menopause. This is becoming a global conversation. I started this space as a health coach for women back in 2017. And I focused on women who were going through menopause. And everybody at that time was like, oh, don't talk about menopause. Don't talk about menopause. And I'm just like, you have to talk about menopause because women are going through so much. We have so much that we're carrying. This superwoman mentality, I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm over it. Like, what kind of care you need, what kind of support you need, who do you need to navigate this time of your life so you don't end up in the same situation that this young man was, just bawling and crying, and there's no one there to support you. So I have done my best to support the women in my community and those who I've coached with. I've learned so much, grown and developed. And even me as a woman, I've grown and developed. And I want to let you know that as I've looked at my life and the communities that I've been involved with, I've had some amazing communities that been with, and I've made some amazing friends. And I'm a global business, so I have friends and connections all over the world. And I was thinking about that like several months ago. I've been in these communities and thinking like, okay, I have to decide like what's missing in these communities and have something that I can offer to my ladies. And I have La Salon. This is a online community where I provide you the support as you're navigating this menopause window, as you're living your life in middle age and trying to understand like why your body's changing and what's ahead for you, and that life is not over and you can live in just absolute joy and bliss. I had to look at my life and decide, you know what? My life was good. I wanted to be even better. And I just decided, you know what? It was time for me to do something specifically for me. And I took an entire year off and I traveled. This is the year of my sabbatical. I spent a couple of months in Paris. I spent a couple of weeks in Egypt. I traveled along the East Coast, hitting all the beaches from Delaware down to South Carolina. That is my happy place. That is what I needed to do to fill my cup up. And as we're stepping into another year, I have something else surprising and amazing on my radar. But I just want to let you know, ladies, that if you're in this space and you want to be around like-minded women, you want to be supported, you want to have something to look forward to, you want to have deep conversations with women who get you, you want to have something to look forward to, and you're thinking like the circle that you're in, something's missing. That's what happened to me. Something was missing in those circles. It was like the desire to support you was there, but it was somewhat superficial. Sometimes people showed up, sometimes people didn't show up. There were things that was promised that weren't delivered on. I am here to let you know in La Salon, this clique that I have for women, I will be there for you. I will show up for you because I know what I felt like when I was navigating these social circuits and feeling like, you know what, there's an integrity factor missing here. When I am going through something, I want to be around like minded women. I want to have women who have my back and not just talk the talk. That's why I was talking about menopause for all of these years, because I didn't want to be one of those people that say, okay, I just need to figure out menopause for myself and I'll just share some general information with women. No, I've tried to share what I've gone through and what has worked for me. As you've navigated this menopause timeframe, it's different for each woman, but the community still needs to be there. You need to have this support. That's what it's all about. Many, many, many years ago, women were in circles, they were in community as they navigated this time of womanhood. The elders would support them and hold them and place them in ceremonies and crown them. Now it's just like all we do in society is we want to demonize them. Well, I'm one of the elders and I'm stepping up and I'm doing my part. I'm offering an opportunity for women to be heard, to be recognized, to be crowned, and to bring you on the most amazing journey that's ahead of you in this time of your life. So again, I'm feeling pretty emotional and pretty full because we shouldn't have to suffer in silence, ladies. We shouldn't. And I'm here, definitely here to support you. So I see a lot of comments. So let me take a moment to acknowledge the people that are here in the comments. And I see all the hearts. And here's hearts for you. I want to say, I truly am grateful and appreciative when I turn my camera on and I show up and I'm speaking and people are reciprocating and they're here and they're feeling what I'm trying to express. I'm not one of these people that just want to jump on here for the sake of jumping on here. I have a lot of things I could be doing. But when something moves me, I just feel like if I don't say it, then it's missing. Be the change that you want to be in the world. And that's what I try to be. I am pretty bold, pretty adventurous, and I will go up against anybody. Anybody, for those who have not been justly served. And I think for the women who are navigating menopause in this society that's so male centric, we're not served to the degree that we should be. But I have to say, as we look into the future, there's so many women that I'm seeing that stepping up into these leadership positions and that are showing up and speaking in places where it's starting to change the narrative a little bit. So, okay, going back to the people who are commenting, thank you for being here. It means so much to me. So I see Brian, I see Darren, I see Tamara, I see Zoe, several others. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. I hope everything is going well for you. I hope and extend to you that if you're not being supported, and you're not getting what you need and you are suffering in silence and you don't know where to turn, reach out to me. reach out to me. Come into the circle, come in the community, and I will do everything I can to support you and love on you and show you what this menopause journey can be like once you step into the fullness that's ahead of you. I always talk about the runway. It's just like, okay, where we have come from, that runway has changed. It's a much shorter runway in front of us. So we have to make the most of that runway. And I am out here giving it my all. I'm living my best life. And I'm not saying life is perfect, but I'm not in this place where I can say, oh, I'm suffering in silence. I'm going to break down. I'm going to fall apart. Like I've already had my pity parties. I've already had my challenges. And now I'm in that space where I've navigated them and I want to help you. I'm the elder now. I'm the elder. I saw somebody say, well, where's the grandmas? I'm not the grandma, but I got that wisdom like my grandmother had. A lot of things that start coming out of my mouth that just like, oh my God, I sound like my grandmother or my great grandmother. But I am here for you ladies, for all of you that are here. Thank you so much. And I extend my heartfelt desire that you have a wonderful holiday season as we navigate into this brand new year. And hopefully, I'll see you in the circle. La salon. Take care. Again, I'm Beverly with Beverly Hills Health and Wellness Coaching. Reach out to me if I can help you in any way. All right. Bye.